There is no doubt that the beauty of the black woman in the United States is distorted through many atrocious perceptions, mythological beliefs, and pure hatred. However, the black woman is received. It is important to know that they are some of the most beautifulest beings this world has ever witnessed. There is nothing more breathtaking than a maintained afro reflected in the sunlight, playing halo to a full feature face covered in sweet, rich melanin. The curves, the lips, the unique features will stop you in the midst of anything. Still, we only scratch the surface when it comes to a sister's beauty. It can go on forever. So how can a woman so beautiful, so gorgeous, and natural still feel so inferior? A woman who possesses the roots and history of many, many beautiful African queens. A beauty that concocts many shades from as light as high yellow red bones, beautiful dark chocolate. How can one with such high royal regard feel so damn worthless? It's hard to believe it, but a lot of my sisters have suffered such catastrophic abuse and are often confused with how beautifully they naturally are. Often mistreated, misguided, miseducated, the black woman often finds other ways to denounce their true original beauty in a quest for a false, high and equivalent, esteem-twisted beauty solution. White supremacy has taken its toll on the black woman undoubtedly. The image, the elegance, and the decency of the black queen has been destroyed by essentially everybody, including her king, and also herself. As capable as any other being, the black woman has the highest hill of equality and respect to climb. Black women have been battling the mythological belief that European beauty standard fits all beauty standards. Television has a reputation of dispositioning black women's beauty. If you are lucky enough to even find a program that displays a sister on it. Do you think they had a fair strategy that implemented all colors of people in the year 1955? I don't think so. The beauty industry does not feature black beautiful features equally. They should be featured. The beauty industry actually cashes out by using prejudice tactics to fuel their destructive marketing strategies. By painting the image that possessing dark skin is dirty and uncivilized, beauty companies capitalize with a classification strategy. When you look up the word white in a dictionary to this day, you can still find the word cleanliness associated with it. This shows you how these beliefs are still heavily embedded in the society in which we all live in. That they bleach their skin in order to achieve the white skin cleanliness method. Even in religion, I recall Christians of all colors often speaking of cleanliness and being close to godliness. Now take this into consideration, that a black woman, a highly faithful and spiritual black woman, is now not only being condemned by the people who belong to the same faith, but now the black woman is left to deal with that the idea of God himself disagrees with how she looks. This is absolute nonsense. While the beauty corporations were making ridiculous amounts of money, our sisters would endure pain, betrayal, and confusion. The black man, not so much confused, but more like sold out. Believing black women are not as appealing as white women or any other woman who featured non-African characteristics, with the mindset of self-hate was abandoned for anyone or anything that did not look like them. I know black men today who flat out state they will not date black women, and you have to wonder to yourself, did he have a bad experience with the next? Does he not like dark skin? Does he not like black hair? What has happened to this man? Nothing may even happen to the man, but he may be a victim of media conditioning. Matter of fact, I know he is conditioned by the media. What we see on TV, black men with white women, blonde hair, We see our black major league sports players on TV with white women, or anything else other than black women. Musicians, rappers, or any other brother considered successful flaunts every other woman except the black woman. Some black actors, Will Smith, The Rock, will not even act in roles with black actresses playing as their lead spouses. And if she is born from African descent, she is a lighter tone, safe, curly-haired type of black woman whom we often see sometimes spotted from time to time on television advertisements. Extremely rarely will you see a black woman on beauty product ad placements. Almost never will you see an African-American female with hair of everyday sisters that you encounter on a daily basis. I'm not talking about the sisters who have weaves on either. Comedian Paul Mooney believes that the straighter the African hair, the safer other people feel around a person with African hair. I consider this idea of Paul Mooney while discerning corporate media shenanigans. The relaxer gave African hair the ability to straighten and be styled into European hairstyles. The idea Mooney makes is funny indeed, but so very true at the same time. For I have witnessed scenarios of such inequality that involve sisters with kinky hair and sisters with relaxed hair. Some people are much more kinder, much more gentler to those with straight hair, or if I can say more accepting. You see this exercise anywhere from the streets, professional environments, and television. The only time you ever see a sister on TV with real long-kept hair is on the eyewitness news. More often than not, her hair is not combed and displayed intentionally to make her out as a fool. Dark-skinned, natural-haired women are rarely seen as being desirable. It's as if the darker you are, the further you get pushed into the background, sometimes only accounting for a body part or a blurred smile. If he's not conditioned to love the black woman, then how is he conditioned to see the black woman? Matter of fact, how is he conditioned to see himself? When you get sold a reality of living it up for the moment with fast money, fast cars, and long-haired women, whom do you seek out to be? What are the desires and goals set out for these young brothers? For a lot of brothers, success is having all that he sees on television, being a pimp or some kind of chauvinist brute. Confirms that brute imagery persisted in pop culture with vividly in the 1960s to the 70s with the rise of black exploitation. To me, black exploitation is the best weapon that the CIA or FBI has against the black race. Keep us weak and distracted from being our true selves. It is more destructive than any nuclear missile because it carries the true ideologies of William Lynch. Keep the body, take the mind. Lynch would teach to other slave masters in the early 1700s. Keep the body, take the mind. Through black exploitation, we enslaved each other as well as ourselves. You ever wonder what happened to black is beautiful? The pride that was so strong within ourselves, it was destroyed through movies and music produced in the 70s, such as Superfly, Shaft, and so on. The afro was shame, and light skin became cool. How genius are the powers that be to come up with a method that develops hate for the people who look like me and you. This still continues today at a much more vulgar rate with empty lyrics designed to keep young blacks irresponsible. Blacks tend to have a tendency to have everything they can obtain right now. This puts a major barrier in the path when it comes to investing or making any kind of pro-life choice. Easily distracted, we spend, reproduce, and believe irresponsibly. Many of y'all young brothers are locked up, away for the rest of their lives, or killed off by the time they reach 23 years old. For the surviving free brothers, some still continue to recognize the true beauty of sisters, while many fall victim to the tricky propaganda tactics.